Hello, Tay. If you can hear me, do let me know. I'll be switching from audio to text. Um, but yeah. Okay, good. Thank you. So I am doing free messages. So they are quick and they are general. If you have specific questions, you would need to send a payment for those. And the offers are in the description box below with prices. Um, So for the free messages, I at the last minute decided I would use or let you two I can't talk or let you choose between two different oracle decks. I won't tell you the name of them because I want the message to I don't know, I want you to kind of be surprised by the message a little bit. But I will give you a number to choose from, one or number two. And that depicts what deck you end up getting or what deck your message comes from. So yeah, so all right, so you chose two, and it depends because I'm okay. It depends on when it how long your message is. What I mean by that is because um it depends on just what I'm getting from spirit, but um I do kind of intend for them to be self-interpreted, but with one of the decks, I may have to give a little bit of insight in behind it. But let's see. All right, so you chose two. Make sure you guys leave a like as well. I'm not able to see any updated likes on my end at the moment. Uh, for some reason, YouTube has been doing that. So in order for me to see anything updated, I have to continuously refresh. But so Tay Bucks, you have Guardian Angel, some higher power protects you from difficulties and misfortune. Trust your guardian angel. So just trust inner wisdom that you have been receiving and knowing that it is coming from a higher source. It is coming from possibly even like loved ones on the other side. So like even like repetitive numbers and things you could be seeing. Yeah. So guardian angel. And if you're wondering if somebody is protecting you or with you in spirit, they are. Now, guardian angels, I'm done with the message, but guardian angels can also be like in the physical sense, like they don't have to be deceased. Also, could be people sent into your life um, to help you in one way or another, to teach you something, things like that. But yeah, so that is for you, Tay Bucks. I appreciate you and thank you for subscribing. However long you've been subscribed, I appreciate it, and I hope that helps. So, okay. So that was deck two. Should anybody feel drawn to that? Um, you're welcome. So again, if anybody wants a message, a free general message, they're going to be very quick. And I'm allowing you to choose between two different decks. I won't tell you the name of the deck, but I will give you numbers one and number two. You're going to pick one of those numbers, whatever you feel drawn to, and that is the deck that I will pull from for you. If you have specific questions or want to get more detailed and do a full reading, I have offers in the description box below. And for those of you that like your readings to be private, I do also do readings for a living. So you can book with me and get private readings as well. Um, Hello, show empathy. I am doing pretty good. How are you? I don't even want to know what the noise was. I'm just going to pretend like I didn't hear it. But okay. So Oh, wow. Hmm. I don't know how long ago that was, but I am sorry for your loss. Um, okay, so okay. Yes, I purposely muted it. And whenever I'm usually if I'm muted, it is intentional. Because if I have interruptions or if there's somebody talking to me or anything like that, I do try to mute it as fast as I can because some things don't need to be public. But yeah. Now there are times I may forget to unmute it when I come back, but initially if I mute it, it is done on purpose. But I do appreciate you for looking out for me and letting me know. So show empathy. Yeah, so I am still here, y'all. I just I got interrupted for a second. Um, but if you're still here, show empathy, let me know. What deck did you want to use? Deck 1 or deck 2? So it's kind of like a pick a card in a sense. But in this case, you can't see the decks, and I don't want to tell you the name of them because I feel like the message means so much more when you don't know where it's coming from, if you understand what I'm saying. Okay, 2. Well, that one's popular so far. Make sure you guys leave a like. I appreciate it. And thank you guys for being subscribers of my channel. I really do appreciate it. No matter how long it's been, even if it's been for 2 seconds, I appreciate it. But yeah. So let's see. Um, what is she doing? Okay, sorry. I'm waiting on my grandma to get back to her. Um, anyway, all right. And I will check on her here shortly. Okay, so show empathy. You have moving up, career is on the rise, new offers and opportunities, salary increase, go to the next level. So it looks like there is some positive movement forward coming towards you in the aspect of career and maybe even finances. To me, obviously, career and finances kind of go hand in hand, but this is saying that there is a come up for you within your career, and there are new opportunities coming to you, and you may even be getting a raise or a promotion or maybe properly acknowledged. um, you're moving to the next phase of something, so that is for you. Well, it looks like even more are coming. Even more are coming. Show empathy, so that is for you. But I do feel like you need to allow yourself to celebrate those, even the opportunities coming. What I mean by that is, even if you somehow get rejected from the opportunities or anything, before any final decisions are made, allow yourself to celebrate the opportunities that you're even receiving, even if they don't work out. Celebrate them, if that makes sense. So that is for you. And thank you. And you're welcome. And I appreciate your support on my channel. And by the way, y'all, support does not mean you have to spend money with me. Okay. If that is not the case, you can support me in many different ways, like liking, subscribing, sharing my channel, sharing the messages. Because sometimes, even if the message isn't for you, it may be meant for somebody that you know. So pass it down whenever you feel called to. Um, but yeah, there's many ways to support us readers here. Thank you for liking. And anybody else that's liking, I don't know, because again, I am going to update it. Because you can still hear me and everything. The thing is, with me updating it, I won't be able to see it for a second. Okay. I might be on a little too early. And by the way, I have noticed that my subscriber count is moving up a little bit. So I do appreciate that since I've been back on here. I just noticed that today. Not even necessarily today, but like maybe about 10 minutes ago or so. Hmm. Oh, and I did get a new Oracle deck in. It is the Hidden Truth Volume 2 by All Things Intuitive. Um, I don't have the Volume 1 because I'm not 100% drawn to get that one. It is a beautiful deck, but I have been more called to get the second edition. Um, so I do have that, so you can get messages from that. 3 messages for $7.77 via Cash App or PayPal. Um, yep. I took a very much needed, not really a, well, yeah, a break from the live streams a couple days ago, because I was gone all day. I had to go visit my dad. Well, not necessarily had to, I wanted to visit my dad at the rehabilitation center. Um, so yeah, I was up all day. By the time I got back home, my feet were hurting. You would think that I work a 9 to 5. I work, but I work from home. So I did a little looking around in Walmart, got some lunch, and then I came back home, and I just kind of got lazy, and well, not lazy, but tired. And I just took me a good old hour break and went back to doing my work. Hello, Stephanie. Yes, you can. Oh, I am seeing it twice. I thought I was tripping. But how are you, Stephanie? And yes, you can. So I am allowing you to choose between 2 different decks. So I won't tell you what they are or show you how they look. Just choose number 1 or number 2, and that is the deck that I will use to pull your message from. And they are quick messages. Okay. Okay. Everybody's choosing 2 today. Well, I say today because anyway. Um, but yeah, so far everybody has chosen two, which I would say I think is my favorite out of both of the decks that I'm having you to choose from. If I do say so myself, I'll put that back in here. I'm not really called to give you that one. It fell out, but sometimes I get the poppers or the pop out cards, whatever you want to call it, jumpers. Sometimes I don't. I go where I'm guided, and there's times I just don't feel guided to take those. Yep, I see that now. Yeah, I definitely see that. I was gonna mention that, but I was like, nah. But yeah, hmm. Everybody's. Let's see. So Stephanie. Stephanie, you have transformation. Change is the natural order of things. Don't be afraid of the unknown. So, um, this is about allowing change to happen. Um, and this could also be about a need to change up your routine and do something different in certain areas of your life. This is likely more so to do with like career and money more than anything, but it could be different areas of your life. And then it says, don't be afraid of the unknown. So, yeah, just allow the changes to happen. Whatever you're going through or whatever may come in the future, allow it to come because that is going to set the tone for you to receive a lot of different blessings and things like that. And maybe also even clarity on certain situations too. So yeah, your main message is to allow changes to come. Again, transformation change is the natural order of things. Don't be afraid of the unknown. I gotcha. Yeah. So yeah, I hope that helps. You're welcome. I might as well leave that one open, but I'm gonna close it for right now. All right. Okay. So I have. Mm, and y'all, there's some type of um I think it's a promotional offer going on the app that I'm working on. Um, where like I have had a lot of freaking orders. Now, when I first started there, I did anyways, but eventually it slowed down. But now it's picked back up tremendously, and I am getting orders after orders after orders. I complete one and I get seven. I complete 10 and then I get 15 more. I don't know what's going on. And I'm grateful for it, but I'm pretty sure most of them are like free readings that I'm having to do, so I'm not even getting paid for that. Um, for most of them anyway, but hopefully they turn into regular clients because I think it's like they say when I open the app, it says like a 20%. I don't know if it's 25% or 20% off of text orders, which, by the way, we don't get paid much per text order anyways, but it's almost like my pay isn't moving, so it's making me think that I'm pretty sure they have to be free, most of them, because when I'm checking my payment, my payout that is accumulating now, it's not really moving. It's barely moving for the amount that I have done, for the amount of work and orders that I've done the past few days. So, but you know, that's how it is. Um, I got a bunch of them I need to be doing. So I guess in the meantime, until I get people here, because I don't have a constant flow of people, I will just be doing some of those orders while I'm waiting. Some of them are paid, but most of them happen to have been free. I do know. And I do see that some of them are turning into repeat clients. So, what is this? Oh, I don't know if I could tag her or not, though. Let's see. If anybody would like a free message, let me know. So I'm kind of doing like it's pick a deck. So you'll pick either the numbers 1 or 2, and that'll depict where your message comes from. I won't say the name of the deck or show it to you because I want it to kind of be like a mysterious type of thing. Um, but yeah, so far everybody's picking 2, which is no problem, but that is interesting. And fun fact is, whenever I do watch pick a card readings like of other readers and like my friends doing it, I normally, if they have 3 piles, my guides have always told me to pick number 2. So yeah. Now every once in a while I'll pick a different number, but my guides always say to pick 2. And for the most part, it's been pretty accurate. And I'm gonna have to call my mother in a little bit. Now the next time I do this, I will probably show you the cards. I just don't. It's just sometimes I do not feel like being looked at. So, I mean, I look good, but I don't feel like being on camera. Look decent, I would say. Okay, so yeah, like I said, in the meantime, I'll be doing some of these orders. Okay, I'm totally. Okay. But yeah, I didn't know if I wanted to use tarot or not. I went back and forth for like maybe 5 minutes trying to figure out exactly what the free message was going to be. I had at first picked that I would do like one card pull from a tarot deck and just give like a brief insight in behind it. And then I chose one oracle deck, but then I couldn't choose one. So I ended up choosing 2 different decks from the same company. And then, yeah. So the last minute, I said we can do a pick a deck or pick a card, whatever you want to call it. Which, by the way, I don't know if I will be buying more decks from this company because apparently they have been knocking off other decks from indie creators, but they're disguising it to where you can't tell. Um, I know how to differentiate a knockoff deck versus an original deck from an indie creator or a creator in general, but this particular company, I had always thought that they were their own brand and they made their own cards, which I think is true for some of their decks. But they do have a few decks, I guess, a few decks or so where they have visually changed up the deck a little bit just so you can't recognize it's from another creator. Like unfortunately, one of the most recent decks that I've added to my collection apparently is a knockoff. Um, but again, they changed it to where you couldn't tell, like completely changed it. Um, and I didn't know until the creator, until I commented on the creator's page, Raquel's page. She is the um, creator of the Situations Oracle, and she made a post and showed photos of the deck that I had just purchased. And the thing is, I'm not gonna lie, it is a pretty deck the way that they made it, but it's not theirs. They kept the keywords, they kept everything on it. I think they changed the pictures. Now, when I go to look for the deck, you cannot buy it anymore on Amazon. At least I can't buy it. They also took my review down once I edited it. But Intuitive Envisions created this deck originally, but they changed the name. And while they did change it up, they still plagiarized it by taking the wording. So yeah, they took my review down where I edited and said it was a knockoff deck. She had the original creator, which her and I have been following each other for a long time now, maybe a couple years now, over a year, I don't know, but um, she makes the Situations Oracles and a bunch of other Oracle decks. Very talented. She's very cool and supportive. Beautiful too, might I add. But yeah, she made a post of the deck with the pictures of the car, and I was like, damn, did I really just buy a knockoff deck? Um, and again, the reason why I didn't realize it is because this brand, they disguise their decks very well to the point where it may have even been hard for her to tell it was her own deck at first. But like, I guess like they kept the same keywords and they completely worded everything the same as she did. And so what they did was again replace the pictures, I think, and put different names on them, put the same names on them. But yeah, she posted that, and then I commented and told her I had just bought this deck recently, and she was trying to figure out where to find it. And I think she found it before I even commented, but I did leave a comment and told her where I got the deck from and the name of it. So it is the Neon Flames Oracle deck. So if anybody's watching this and you know somebody with this deck or you've seen this deck on Amazon or anywhere else, it is a knockoff. Um, and it's reprinted by the manufacturer Sishui, I think. Sishui. So yeah, let them know that they have a fake deck. I mean, whatever, knock off. But yep. I mean, I don't know, I feel less drawn to use it now that I know that. So um I don't really I plan on not using it, but if I ever do use it, I have to be really drawn to use it now. But enough of that. If anybody wants a free message, let me know. So I'm doing it pick a deck edition, which was a last minute decision. I have 2 decks for you to choose from. You'll just give me the numbers 1 or 2, whatever number you feel drawn to, and that is going to be the deck that I use to pull your message from. And if anybody has specific questions or anything like that, all of the information is in the description box below with prices included. And my payment methods are PayPal and Cash App. Ooh, looks like I'm getting a package tomorrow. And I do have a new deck also. It is a new love deck. Yes, I create my own. Yes, I have I don't know how many love oracle decks I have now, but I don't know why I just can't stop buying them. Um, but I still like to support other creators. So yeah, I'm still gonna buy other people's decks regardless. Um, so we got the Hidden Truth Volume 2. So I have added a service in the description box below where you can get 3 cards for $7.77. So I will be right back. Gotta get the phone. Okay, so I had to get the telephone, but I am back. Oh, and for those of you that may be wondering, I did get my phone situated. So, and I got my line back and my number back. I still haven't gotten a chance to put everybody's number in my phone though. That's another thing. And I've had this phone now for um I've had it situated for a little bit now. But I'm working on it. But yeah, like I was saying before I was interrupted by the phone ringing. And when I got in there it stopped ringing. Um but yeah, I added a new deck to my collection. It is the Hidden Truth Volume 2. Um by All Things Intuitive. Now this says copyright at 2024, but I feel like this deck's been out longer than that, so maybe this is just like an updated version. I don't know, but but yeah, you can get 3 messages for $7.77. Normally, I would do like 5 messages for like $10 and some change or something like that, and but yeah, for right now, I don't feel like I should do 5 from this particular deck, so I'm doing 3. Which I mean, really, you don't need very many. It depends on how you feel, but yeah, from that deck, I'll be doing 3 messages. Okay. Ooh, let's see here. Um, so what is this order? Okay, good. So my sage stuff kits that I'm selling on my Etsy shop, or that I'm about to start selling, they'll be in. All of the stuff that I'm putting in the packages will be in, supposed to be tomorrow. Um, I don't know when I'll list it for sale because I kind of want to add something else to it, but I don't know what I want to add. But so far, you'll get a chakra sage wand or stick, whatever you want to call it. It is sage, and you will get crystals with it that I like to call my lucky mix. And those are handpicked crystals by me that have always like helped bring in prosperity for me, or that made me feel protected. It's a um certain crystals that are personal to my journey. So not like, everybody else's, but mine personally, that I feel like could help other people. And these are my favorite crystals because they've helped me so much. So, um, and I will let you know what kind of crystals those are. But I call it the lucky mix because, again, having those particular crystals nearby, I have had, I wouldn't say luck, but just know I feel like they helped me abundantly for the most part. So yeah, that stuff will be in. I That looks like it says sometime tomorrow, but I got to figure out if I want to add something else to the packages and what that would be. I have no idea aside from the sage itself and the crystals. But anyways, if anybody wants a free message, let me know. You can choose between two decks. I won't tell you what they are or show you what they look like. You'll just be picking anonymously. Um, and whatever number you pick, either one or two, that is the deck that I will pull your message from. So that's a recap of that. And again, if anybody has questions they want to ask specifically, or have anything else they would like to get from me, the offers for the live streams are in the description box below. Most of those offers you cannot get outside of the streams, but there are some that you can. Hello, Danny G, and yes, you can. So, what I need you to do is give me the number one or the number two. We're doing pick a deck style. So, whatever number you choose is the deck that your message will come from. And please make sure you do leave a like as well. Okay, so you're the first one that has picked number one. Let's see. Before a card even comes out, Danny, though, I'm hearing like they're not gassing you up. They're like being serious. So if this doesn't make sense now, it may make sense later, where you may start to receive like a lot of compliments and things like that. Accept them and know that they are genuine. But that's not your only message. That's, I haven't even pulled the card yet, but that is a message that spirit, an extra message spirit gave to me for you. So, but again, if not now, that may be happening pretty soon. Again, they are genuine compliments. Danny G, you can't do the same thing over and over and over. You can't do the same thing over and over and expect a different result. Change comes from thinking thoughts you've never thought before and showing up to Do what? Okay, that was odd. I got distracted from that big truck blowing the horn. Okay. Anyways, um okay. You can't do the same thing over and over and expect a different result. Change comes from thinking thoughts you've never thought before and showing up to meet them down streets you've never walked before. So basically that is saying um that you're needing to take a new approach to something. You have been doing the same thing and seeing no results, or maybe you see some results and it's not exactly the way that you want it to be. This is because you're needing to take a different route or tweak a plan that you've already made. Um, so, yeah, this is about you needing to either make a new plan or revise a current plan. Put a sprinkle of something different in there. So that is for you, Danny G, and I hope this helps. And thank you for subscribing. Let's see. I mean, I'm not sure like how long some of you have been subscribed. Um, but I do know that you are subscribed because the only way anyone can send a message in the stream is if they have actually hit the subscribe button at some point. But anyways, I do appreciate it. You're welcome. Okay. And be sure to leave a like if you haven't already. I do appreciate it and it does help me out. I feel like I'm supposed to be doing well, I do got work to do, but this is also my work, so and again, I am about to be selling some sage kits pretty soon. I will be having the stuff coming in tomorrow, it looks like, but I don't know if I'm actually going to list it tomorrow, but I will have it available. So you'll be able to find those on my spiritual shop, which is on Etsy, and my Etsy name is Psychic Gifted Soul. Okay, what is going on with this thing? Hi T Phonics Tarot. Or is it Phoenix? I think it's Phoenix. I don't know why I said Phonics. I think that's what I said. But anyways, how are you? So I am doing some free messages, general messages. Again, I am doing it pick a deck edition, so you can pick between two different decks. I won't show you what they look like, and I'm not going to tell you the name of them. I just want you to give me either the number 1 or the number 2, and whatever number you pick, that is the deck that I will pull your message from. So yeah, and yes, I'm having to repeat that because more people are coming in, or they're not staying as far as staying in here, but they're coming and going. Hi, Rashima. Okay, so I got you, T. Let me repeat this one more time since we have Rashima in here as well now. So the free messages, you get to choose between one or two decks. I'll need you to give me the number one or the number two. I will not show you what the deck looks like. I will not tell you the name of the deck. We're gonna just let things flow. Again, you'll just give me number one or number two, and that'll depict where your message is pulled from. Also, the offers are in the description box below should you have any specific questions that you would like to purchase, or if you want like love messages or time frame cards or any other oracle pools and things like that aside from the free offer. All of that is in the description box below. Okay. Okay, T. So so far only one person has chose the deck one, but yeah. And I don't know if anybody heard what I said before, but I did say fun fact is that my guides have always told me to pick the number two, like in anybody else's pick a card readings and stuff that I may watch on YouTube or wherever else. I always pick that number most of the time. Very rarely I feel called to go with a different. That's if like they have like three piles. If it's three piles or like three cards to pick from, I usually pick two or pick the number two. It kind of depends on, again, like how many piles they have, but all right. So T, you have authority. Take on the role of a leader, and everyone will respect you. Be self-confident. So you might be like downplaying like your gifts or downplaying your talents or something like that. So you're needing to step into your power and own it. Like actually allowing yourself to brag on yourself and to be proud of yourself, because I have gotten like this before, and I think a lot of people do. People with genuine hearts, they do get like this where they feel like they cannot share proud moments of things that they've done and accomplished, positive things. um but yeah, celebrate yourself, and again, step into your power, own it, and also lead by example is another message for you as well. And I do feel like people look up to you, and even more will look up to you once you kind of step into this energy that I'm talking about. So that is for you, T Phonics Tarot. And guys, make sure you do go subscribe to her channel. That is one of my good friends there. Check her out. Hopefully, one of these days when I can get things organized, we can do like a stream yard like we used to with April and everybody. I miss those. I really do. So you're welcome, and thank you for supporting me and for being a friend. Uh okay, Rashima. Life was a little bit more simpler around the times that we were doing those streams. Like, Jesus. Because now it's like everything done went to hell. But okay, so Rashima, are you here still? I'm assuming so, but I just want to make sure because, of course. But yeah, I just want to make sure because I don't want to end up doing it and then you're not here. Then I'll end up having to repeat myself, and then it's just gonna a lot of it just sounds better the first time. When I try to do the same message again, it just don't come out right to me. Okay. Okay, I was about to say I thought I was muted for a second. So I don't see Rashima. Amanda, I am not doing yes or no questions unless you are paying for them. In this particular stream, I am only doing general readings that are free, which is just a free quick message from spirit that you need to hear at this time, whatever that may be about for you. It depends, but that is what spirit is wanting you to hear from my guides at least. Um so yeah. I'm happy to get you a general message. If you would like, just let me know. Um, and I am letting you guys choose between two different decks. Just give me the number 1 or number 2, and that depicts what message or what deck I use to pull your message from. So I don't know if I don't know if Rashima is still here or not. So the thing is I had already pulled a card for her too by accident. So I assume she'll be back. If she might still be here, I don't know. But anyways, I'll be on here for a while, so she can come back and um. So Amanda, also guys, please make sure you leave a like. I would appreciate it, and my channel appreciates it too. Uh, and you said 1, so I'm still shuffling number 2 for some reason. Okay. So let me get 1. It's over here, but I had that one in my hand, so I was all right. So number 1 for Amanda. Thank you. But yes, if I don't ask sometimes, and that's most readers, uh, at least readers that are like on the smaller scale of YouTube. Um, if I don't ask, I probably wouldn't get likes a lot of the times. Maybe a few, but not as many. So yeah, I will continue to ask. And I don't necessarily care about likes, but that is what helps the algorithm out. So gotta do what I gotta do. Okay, Amanda. So you have focus on what is important to you. Don't give your time or energy to your worries, as this would only amplify them. Focus on what matters to you most. With every thought, you are creating your future. So whatever current situations that you are going through, I feel like you're needing to focus on one aspect of it rather than like the whole entire situation, if that makes sense. Um, whatever aspect is most important for you. And then this is also saying um, to be mindful of your thoughts, because what you think is something that you can manifest, whether negative or positive, especially if you're constantly thinking these things. Um, So focus on what it is that you want rather than what it is that you don't want. Because the more you focus on what you don't want, the more that is going to happen. The more you focus on the negative parts of a situation, the more negativity is going to arise in that situation. So that is for you, Amanda K. I hope this helps, and I thank you for being a subscriber and for showing support. Yeah. So love and light to you. You're welcome. So I do have some offers in the description box below. The yes or no questions would be $2.22. I have love messages here, affirmations, sexual messages, um, general readings, mini readings, all of that there if anybody is interested. Eventually, I don't know if I'll probably just make a separate stream later in place of okay, in place of just cutting the free stuff off. I guess I would just get off and get on at another time. Once I'm done with the free messages. But oh, and I did also add a new deck to my roster, I guess you can call it. Um, the Hidden Truth Volume 2. I do not have the first edition because I don't feel very called to that one for some reason, but I do feel very strongly connected to Volume 2 before I even bought it. So I purchased that recently and I just got it in this morning. So if anybody wants messages from that, you can get 3 for $7.77. And they are self-interpreted. I do have other options available as well. But let me know if anybody wants a free message. Rashima, are you back or did you ever leave? Because she disappeared. Or maybe she's doing something. I don't know. Let's see. I'm still here listening and cleaning. Okay, thank you. I tried TikTok live, but it's just not, I don't know. It's not for me, I don't think. I feel a lot more comfortable on YouTube. And I talked about this in one of my recent live streams. I think the last one before this one is where I was talking about that. Yeah, I've tried it and it feels weird to me. I don't know why. But yeah, I may try again at some point, but so far I haven't been happy with it. Yeah. Now the crazy thing is I get more traffic on TikTok as far as the views go and the likes most of the time, and that has even kind of I've gotten stuck with that kind of here lately, but I don't know. YouTube, maybe it's because YouTube is where I first even started doing videos. So maybe that might be why, but I definitely am more comfortable on YouTube. When it comes to TikTok, I kind of, as far as the lives go, I kind of tense up more. The energy just doesn't feel very, I don't know what it is, but I don't really care for TikTok live. Now, I do visit other people's live streams and stuff like that, but me doing a live stream there is different. And I've tried it a couple times and I don't know what it is. Yeah. Now, um, now their live streams, the lives on TikTok, I don't really do very well in as far as views go. Now there was one live stream that I did. It was on another account, um, for another business that I had selling other things, and I got on there and I had a lot of people, 345 people to be exact, from what I can remember. And do you know that not now one of them said anything? I think I had one person say something, and that was it. I just felt like I was being made fun of or stared at or something. Um, so that's another thing. I mean, it could be the same on YouTube too, but like, who has that many people in your stream and they don't say anything? Like, do I have something on my face or something? And yes, I did show my face there. That time, that day. And I have shown my face here too. Just not everybody has seen me, but it's just like, what's going on? Because I don't know. But either way it goes, face or not on TikTok, it just, mm, yeah, I'm sure we're not, but it hits different when you're actually one going, when you're actually one going through it. And one thing is, I know I'm not ugly. That is not it. But sometimes you wonder because it's like all these people and you're not saying anything. Like, what is going on? But yeah, I'm confident in my looks, but I don't know. The energy's just weird. Oh, also just a brief little advertisement. I have said it 100 times already, but there's people been in and out. So I will be selling sage kits. My Some of my stuff, I think actually all of it is coming in tomorrow. Um, and I'll be putting those on my Etsy shop. If not tomorrow, it'll be within the next at least 48 hours. I'll have it up for sale because sometimes I just don't list things right away. But yeah. Hi, Rashima. Welcome back. So before you clicked in, you saw 777. Hmm. And there's a 7 on the clock right now, 11:57 where I am at now. Um, hmm. Are you going to win the lottery or something maybe? If so, don't forget about me. I'm just playing, but or am I? But anyways, but yeah, in those sage kits, so far it's just going to be some crystals and a sage wand, or I don't know, I call it a wand, whatever, same thing, a sage bundle of sage, whatever. um and yeah, I don't know what else I'm going to add to it besides the crystals and the sage, and I think that might just be it. But I don't know, I feel like I may need to put something else in there. um this morning was bad. Define bad. um Now, if you're saying that you think that maybe why you see that number now, 777, well, there's really not necessarily any negative numbers, not even the number 6. It just depends on your personal experience and what you're currently going through. Um, Now, for me, in my life, the number 6 has always, again, it's not initially a negative number because it is like harmony, it is balance, things and people coming together. It is also a healing number, but in my experience, personally, it has not been a good number. That's just for me, though. That may not be for anybody else. That number has haunted me for like several years now. But again, my experience with that number doesn't have to be anybody else's. Yeah. That number, My brother-in-law saw that number like the day he died. Him and my sister, and I've talked about this on like one or two pick a card readings on my channel. I wouldn't remember the name of them. But he was with my sister. Again, they're married, or they were separated, but by the time he uh passed away, very briefly, they were reconciling. Um and they were like at Taco Bell or something, and they ordered their food, and my sister, I guess, wanted to add something else to her order. And um oh yeah, thank you. He died in 2020, so it's been a little bit, but I have been thinking about him here lately. Um what else? So yeah, she wanted to add something else to the order because their total was 666. And then she was like, absolutely not. So she added something to the order, but it still didn't change her total for some reason. Um, and so like later on, like in like midnight, somewhere around there, like close to midnight, he was on the phone with his cousin, and happened, I guess they were on three-way or something, because my sister was on the phone call, or it was something like that. And he had health issues for some years, but they weren't really, I can't really explain exactly what happened to him, but I do know that he had been going to dialysis also for a little while. Um, so yeah, they were reconciling, and I guess they also had my sister had gotten a house, and he was going to be moving in, and they have kids, and they were doing all of that. And so yeah, that day again, after like the Taco Bell total and everything, um yeah, later on that night, again, like around 12-ish or something, he died. um I think it was some type of, I don't know what it was, but I heard um like there was some type of pressure in his neck. I don't know if it was caused by like an implant or something he had to help him with his problems. I don't exactly recall, but I don't know. It was something like that, but either way it goes, he did pass, unfortunately, that night. Now, does that number have anything to do with it? I wouldn't say it does, but I will say that that number, either if it's not three sixes, it's always a six for me, and something either remotely bad happens, or somebody dies, or something like that. So, or I get bad news, or something, like, for example, on, I think it was like January 26th of like 2021 or something like that, my great aunt died. I mean, I wasn't necessarily close to her, but you know, um, and I got news, and of course, the number six was attached to it in that date. Um, so, like I said, for me, it has not been the best number, but initially speaking, it's not a negative number. So, don't be afraid of it. But I'm gonna tell you, I kind of run for the hills just because of what I've had to experience following that number. Um, but yeah, they had got a house. Well, my sister, I guess, got the house, and then he had moved. I don't even think he got to move his stuff in. I think maybe a few things in. Um, yeah, but Yep. Um, yeah. I mean, nothing like as far as like just because there's a six on that date or something, that doesn't necessarily mean it. Speaking of six, it says six likes, but at least on my end, I need to refresh it maybe. But yeah, it doesn't have to. It automatically means something's going to happen. But sometimes I do think about that number. Like, for example, if a June 16th comes up, there's a six in that number, I may overthink on that day. So, yeah, I will be right back. I got to answer this phone really quickly. Okay. I have to answer the phone real quick. Um, yeah. Yeah. So, again, my experience with that number. Because initially it is it's a number that it's a number that uh, okay, it's a number that it's I hold on okay, so I kind of stumbled on my words because I keep getting interrupted, um but yeah, it's initially a number of like balance, and like I said, healing. It is like a love number also, so yeah. But for me, most of the time it's not a very good number for me. But anyways, Rashima, are you still here? Because I had pulled your message before, but you ended up, I guess you disappeared on me. Yeah, I think most people might be scared of that number. But yeah, I pulled your message, Rashima, and didn't even know if you were here or not. So I had put it back in the deck, and then you eventually did come back in. Somebody else had came in before you returned, so I just put the card back in the deck. Um, but yeah, so yeah, I do ask you if you're here because I don't like to do the messages if you are not here because Um, Number one, I feel like I can tap into your energy better when you're here as far as the live streams go. And then on top of that, I don't want to have to redo the message. And because again, the first time for me is always best. But to have to repeat it, it may not come out the best. So, um, no problem. And thank you for being here. Okay. So, Rashima, you have shedding. And it says reducing losses, elimination, and completing a new metamorphosis. Time to set higher goals. So, in some type of way, you could be limiting yourself, maybe. Um, it says reducing losses, but I kind of feel like this is you getting rid of stuff. I don't feel like this is just stuff that's just walking away on its own or just leaving your life or getting taken away from you. I feel like this is you calling a spade and cutting your losses. That's what I feel like this is about for you. But I do feel like this is saying you're on the right path if you are doing that, because this is going to help you elevate at a very high level. So definitely keep doing that. So that is for you, shedding. And it says reducing losses, elimination, and completing a new metamorphosis. Time to set higher goals. So that is for you, and that is deck number 2. If anybody wants a free message, you can pick between 1 or 2 decks. I'll just need you to give me the numbers 1 or number 2, and that is the deck that I will use to pull your message from. Oops, I almost just did the wrong thing, because I meant to refresh YouTube and not StreamYard. You're welcome, and glad that it made sense for you. But do keep in mind, y'all, the messages, if they don't make a lick of sense at first, I promise you they will later. Just give it time. Most of the time, though, people say it resonates right then and there. But I do have times where they're like, girl, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Like, but eventually it'll make sense. And speaking of TikTok, that is a TikTok notification. I have maybe 5 TikTok accounts because I have set up different businesses. I am an entrepreneur at its finest, so I definitely have several TikTok accounts. Um, I'm not really advertising on them though, really, other than aside from my gifted soul one, the other one, I only have one other that I may be advertising on, but that's about it. Um, I gotta stop getting on here and not eating. I've gotten in a habit of, I mean, generally I only eat maybe once a day, maybe twice on a good day. But I've gotten into the habit where I'm taking too long to freaking drink water for some reason. And here lately, I have been, I guess you could say fasting, but I'm not doing it on purpose. I don't know what it is. But yeah, because I've been going so long to the point where I get the hunger feeling in my stomach. Um, and normally, um, I don't really get that feeling for the most part because I'm used to the way, I wouldn't say my diet, but I restricted myself from a lot of different things um, in the past, not to lose weight or anything like that, but because I felt like it made me feel better mentally, and it did for the most part. Um, I've kind of gotten off track with that, and now I'm trying to get back on track. um, but yeah, just cutting stuff out because basically my um, portion sizes and stuff are the same. I don't really do portion control or anything like that, but basically the way that I eat as far as how many times a day is still the same. But I have started to not long ago kind of get back into eating the things that I cut out. So I'm trying to cut that back out, if that makes sense. Or am I singing? But I don't really do much of anything. I know that he okay, that was my nephew. He telling me things I already know. I love him, but Jesus. Yeah. I don't know. My body got used to it, but I think it's like starting to tell me to stop doing that now because I am getting hunger, like not hunger pains necessarily, but the empty stomach feeling. Like, yeah. So I don't know if my body can really handle it anymore because I've been doing it for a very long time though, for like over a year. Um, but now it's starting. I'm starting to get more hungry. And I mostly drink water. But even with that being said, though, I here lately have not been making time to even do that. So I've been trying to get up here lately in the morning and drink at least a bottle, if not half a bottle of water. That way I have something in my system, especially when it comes to hydrating. But um yeah, that's really all I drink. Of course I may drink like juice and stuff like that, cranberry juice mainly, but I don't drink sodas. And I really don't miss them. I do the low calorie drink mixes and the sparkling waters and stuff like that. I don't drink regular. I don't drink soda. Now I did recently have a soda. I have a soda every blue moon, but I don't miss it. I don't really miss soda. If I'm drinking soda, it's probably because it's the only thing in sight and I'm thirsty. So yeah, if you see me drinking a soda, just know that. But yeah. And I think I've waned off of them for so long to the point where when I do drink a soda, like it's too much for me to handle. Like it's just too acidic, it's too strong. It's like I'm being electrocuted, especially Sprite. So yeah. But yeah, most of the time I try to, if I'm gonna have a soda, it'll be mixed with water. Yeah. But I'm more of a I actually enjoy water. It's just that here lately I have been not making it a priority, and I have no idea why. And definitely as a reader, you cannot be doing that. You have to eat something and you have to stay hydrated, especially if you're doing readings daily. And I'm doing them every day, Monday through Friday, holidays included, because I work for other apps. But um, and here lately, I'm doing a lot of them. I don't know what happened. I think they're having like a sale or something, and baby, that app is blowing up on my end. Now, The thing is, though, I think most of them are free requests. That's the sad part. So I'm not really even making much, sadly. Um, and so yeah, I do know a Daniel though. Um, on YouTube, but I don't know. I'm fine without soda for the most part. Every blue moon, I'll get like a little bit of a craving for one. But like the last craving that I had for one, I wanted like a root beer float or like a Coke float or something like that. And so I got one specifically for that, but that was it. And then I got to cut sweets out too, which I did that to the, I didn't eat like anything sweet for like a very long time, like about a year or so. And then eventually I did start back eating sweets, but not like consistently or anything. But I would say the last few weeks or so, I have had at least one thing sweet every day. Um, but yeah, I'm getting back off of that because I'm noticing like pimples and stuff, and I usually have very clear skin. Um, Now, I'll have a pimple every once in a while, but I'm noticing them more frequently. So I feel like that's what it is. So I'm cutting that out back out too. Um, yeah. But for the most part, I could eat pretty much what I want to eat and still maintain like a healthy weight and be healthy. It's just you can't eat like a whole lot of it. Or at least they will have to make that your only meal a day or something like that. But again, I wasn't necessarily trying to gain weight, lose weight, nothing. I was simply just making changes because mentally, some stuff I was eating, it just made me feel weird. And I cut all of it out, all of it. And then I was in a phase in my life at that point where I was cutting stuff out, where I was paranoid about every little thing. So if I heard anything even remotely wrong about like a food item or something like that, I said I was no longer eating it. And for the longest time I didn't. So that's another thing. When you have like paranoia like that, yeah, that'll help you stay away from certain stuff. At least for me. At least for me. Like right now, my sister bought these, but I'm eating them. They're veggie chips. And at first when I tasted it, I didn't like it, but now I like it. I guess I have to eat it more to I guess to get acquired to it maybe. But it's like these garden veggie straws. I always seen them around in the stores, but I never bought them. And I was thinking about them recently, so it's funny that she ended up buying them. So I'm eating those. The ranch flavor, those are pretty good. At first, though, it may throw you off, but they are pretty good. Um, but yeah, these are what are they? Um, it's only 1 gram of sugar, which is per serving, I guess, and then um, they're very healthy for the most part. Yeah. So if anybody wants a free message, let me know. Okay, so I did mute for a second because like these veggie straws are like very crunchy, and I didn't want to be crunching in your ears. So I am gonna get some real food, by the way, but right now I'm just having a snack. Oh, and then my nieces and nephews, they liked it these. Or liked these. So that may be the only way I can get them to eat vegetables because they do not eat healthy at all. So, and I do help to raise those kids, if you can call them kids, because ooh, them are some different type of children. I'm just gonna say that. But those are the kids. They're the ones I was the my brother in law's kids, the one that I was talking about that died. Um, but yeah, they like them. I mean, you can after they do kind of have an aftertaste where you can kind of tell that they're vegetables, but you have to be really looking for it to taste it, if that makes sense. But they're good for the most part. I still can't really make out which one is what vegetable, but I assume that the orange ones are carrots, and then I think on the picture, um, on the picture it shows. I don't even think. Let me see, because I'm looking at the back of it. Uh, okay. On the picture, it shows a sorry, a tomato, spinach, and it looks like a potato. But I assume that the orange was like a carrot, but I can't really tell honestly. But and apparently it's 30% less fat than the leading potato chip. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah. Mhm. They did a balloon release for him. I don't know why they picked the date that they did because that wasn't even his birthday. But I guess maybe they were just celebrating the death day, I guess, because he passed in April of that year, April of 2020, like literally my sister's birthday actually. It was weird timing, so it was like because it was late at night, so it was either over into my sister's birthday or it was right on. I think it was like the night leading up to her birthday. So that was another thing to add on top of that. Oh, and I got on YouTube last night and saw that Whitney from Spiritually Infusion 1111, she was using my deck. I actually sent that one to her. She's This is what people don't know, is that every deck that she has of mine, she purchased it. Um, but I did see movement from me sending her my decks, meaning I actually got sales because of her. So the one that she's using in the most recent video, that is one that I sent to her um, as a gift. And then there's another one that I sent to her that I had to send from the printer site. Um, at the moment, there is only one deck that I have stock of in the house. The other decks you have to get from the printer site or order it through me on Etsy, and then I order it for you on the printer site. But yeah, check her videos out if you haven't. She uses my decks here and there, and she used one of mine, or she premiered the video last night. I was running a sale on that deck, but the sale is over with now. It looks kind of weird a little bit on camera, just a little bit, but it's definitely one of my favorites that I've created for sure. I don't know how long I'm going to be on here. We'll see. Mm, I am about to have to go get my laptop charger because it's about to die in about 10 minutes. Hello, son. Yes. Give me just a second. Okay. So for the free messages, you can choose between two different decks. Give me the number 1 or the number 2, and that is the deck that I will pick your message from or get your message from. And this is just general and whatever wants to come out, whatever my spirit guides feel like you need to hear. Um, Also, keep in mind the messages may not resonate right away. You may have to give them time. Okay, so number 2. And after you, I need to go get my laptop charger because I don't know why. I don't know. Sometimes I just jump on here and not even realizing that I need to charge my computer. I thought about getting a desktop. We used to have one, but we use laptops now. But I think I may eventually get another desktop because desktops don't have to be charged. But it's just a matter of if they're compatible with YouTube live streams or not. That's another thing. It would have to be one with a webcam. Son, you have fruits of labor. And it says it's time to reap the fruits of your labor and become rich. Rich gain is here. So rich can be in many different forms. Doesn't necessarily have to be money, but it could be. This is kind of like a 10 of pentacles type of vibe where there's stability within your finances or just stability in your life overall. So I do feel like you're going to be able to work less hard and play more. You're going to be able to kick back more and not have to do much because you've already planted your seeds and the hard work has already been done. At this point, you just have to sit back and relax and just enjoy the rewards that you've accumulated. So that is for you, son. Again, fruits of labor. It's time to reap the fruits of your labor and become rich. Rich gain is here. And these are very pretty cards. I would show them to you, but you're welcome. I don't feel like being on camera right now. But I hope that helped. And if I didn't say you're welcome, and if I did say it, I'm saying it again. You're welcome. Um, I probably will get off in a few minutes just because I do have people inboxing me for live chat sessions and there's money to be made. Um, Plus, my laptop's about to die in a few minutes. So I'll give it a few more. It's telling me when it's going to die. So I got 11 minutes and I'm just going to. I kind of I don't know, because if I come back, like I'm not gonna do like free stuff twice in one day. So like two different streams, I feel like that doesn't make sense. Not for my stuff anyway. I'm gonna get off in about 5 minutes. So last call for free messages. Cause the next stream I do start, it'll probably only be um if anything is gonna be free, it's gonna be a collective. But aside from that, it'll just be paid readings the next time. And I'm pretty sure I think I'm going to get on later. I'll make sure. Um, I think Father's Day is this weekend. So if you have a father figure or whatever the case may be, now is your time to do the shopping. I did mine today. Hopefully, the stuff will be in before the weekend. I am doing last call for the free messages as I'll be getting off in about maybe about 3 or 4 minutes from now because my laptop is about to die on me in a few minutes. And then on top of that, I have clients reaching out to me for live chat readings and I need to get to that. So yeah, last call for free messages or if anybody is trying to donate. No problem. Um, I'll probably be getting off in a few minutes. I probably better go ahead and get off now, actually. So, I appreciate everybody for stopping by. I'm going to probably call. Well, I don't know because I think he was asleep when I called my mom, but they had to the facility had to take him to the ER this morning, but he is all right. I think he had another seizure, but they walked in on it late, meaning they didn't actually see it happen. But he kind of zoned out and he wasn't responsive. Like he was up, but not answering questions, and like kind of was taking a minute to come back to himself. Um, I don't know why the seizures are coming back all of a sudden, but this is the second one he's had. And a few weeks ago, he had one. He hadn't had any for a very long time. And then all of a sudden, a few weeks ago, he had one. So no problem. I know what you mean, and thank you. But yeah, uh, they they don't know exactly what happened, but the nurse recognized that it looked like he probably had just gotten out of a seizure. So yeah, they sent the facility sent the ambulance over there, and they took him to the hospital, and he's back at the facility now. He is okay for the most part, but yeah. But anyways, I'll probably call him, and I'll wait a little bit, let him rest, and then call him, and then maybe I'll probably be back on later. But thank you, Tiff, and thank you everybody for being here. Let me go because my computer's about to die. And I will see y'all maybe in a few hours, maybe even before that. Who knows? But I will be back. Love and light, and have a good day, everybody. And thank you again.